became an obsession, like some archetype of the universal unconscious. The image of the gentleman caller haunted our small apartment. An evening at home rarely passed without some allusion to this image, this specter, this hope. Even if he wasn't mentioned, his presence hung in my mother's preoccupied look, and in my sister's frightened, apologetic manner, hung like a sentence passed upon the windfields. What? Mother, being a woman of actions as well as words, began taking the logical steps in the planned direction. Late that winter, early spring, it was realized extra money would be needed to properly feather the nest and plume the bird. So, she embarked on a vigorous campaign. On the telephone, roping in subscribers to one of those magazines for patrons called The Homemaker's Companion. The kind of journal that features the serialized sublimations of ladies, of letters who think in terms of delicate cup-like breasts, slim, tapering waists, rich, creamy thighs, eyes like wood smoke in autumn, fingers that soothe and caress like strains of music, body as powerful as Etruscan sculpture.
At a start? This is Amanda Wingfield. We missed you at the DAR last Monday. I said to myself, she's probably suffering from that sinus condition. How is that sinus condition? Horrors! Heaven have mercy. You're a Christian martyr. Yes, that's what you are. A Christian martyr. Well, I just happened to notice that your subscription to the Companion has just run out. I knew that you wouldn't be wanting to miss on that new serial by Bessie Mae Harper.
seen his own life. A symbol on his very operator by day, by night. A dynamic star! Well, mother. Oh, I can tell you things that make you sleepless. I wear a patch over one eye and a false mustache.